Hello guys, welcome to channel for trading. This is the first video in channel for trading regarding the chart analysis of daily trends. Today I'm doing the Bank Nifty future chart analysis where I had taken a trade today, intraday trade I have taken, analyzing the chart and trying to make you guys understand how you can interpret when you see a similar pattern in the chart when you're doing the trade. So let's get started. This is 16.4, so this is where the market opened today. So yeah, as you can see here, it is a gap open and it was a down gap down it opened, and it went till here and closes it here. So this is the candlesticks which you can see. The pattern is something after it opened it here, the pattern is something like this. So you can see here it went like this and it took a position here, and then here there is a double top pattern. So you can see like this it was formed. Yeah, so you can see clearly there is a double top. So here one position here, and there is a low, and then there is a almost a similar kind of high again. So this pattern is called as double top pattern. So if you see a pattern like this, from this is called as a neck position. You can go for shorting below this position. Okay, so I'll just draw and show you. Okay, this position. So why I have taken a rectangle pattern here to show the position, because you, in any part of the chart, if you want to take a decision, you need to go with a confirmation also. So I can draw a single line with the closing of this candlestick, and I can very well say, or many people will do, once a candle is closed below this position, they will go with shorting. I'm not saying that is wrong, but for me to get more confidence, what I usually follow is, even if a candle closes below this line, I'll wait for the confirmation for a candle to get close below this line also as a confirmation. So any decision I'm going to take for shorting or buy, I'll be taking a confirmation before I make a decision. So don't jump as soon as you're seeing something, some pattern is coming, and you're thinking, okay, it is a very good opportunity, now I have to act. Yes, you have to act, but take a confirmation before you act, because this, as you can see today, the market was very much volatile, because this is kind of a expiry date also for this particular future. So the volatility was very high. So there was no clue where the market was going. Sometime it was showing as trend upwards, sometime it was showing as trend downwards. So that is why I'm clearly telling, even if you have a sign that you can go for shorting, you need to take a confirmation. So how to get confirmation is what I'm explaining it here. So this is the point. Below this, any candle gets closed, you can very well see that you can go for shorting, but you can keep open the window for shorting, and you can enter how much of lot size you need to go for, and all those things, all the settings, you can keep it ready once you see a candle gets closed after this level. But click on that sell button only after a candle gets closed after this particular point. So for me, this candle was very much convincing. Once that candle is closed, what I do is, the second candle for this one, I will wait for 15 to 20 seconds to see this candle will get closed in 1 minute. So 15 to 20 seconds of the initial time of this candle, I will wait to see what is the pattern. So once this was closed and this kind of pattern was showing me like it was going down. Okay, and then at the end of this candle, it was showing this green. So the initial 15-20 seconds, it was a red candle itself, so I took the trade. But if you are somebody who is very much need a confirmation and wait for the second candle, then you cannot go for shorting after you see a green candle here, because the trend might have reversed. But you don't have to take that much of precaution, because very rare chance that it will go against you if you have already taken 2 level of confirmation like this. Okay, so I have taken a trade after watching this for 15-20 seconds, and then I took it. But in that initial 15-20 seconds, if this candle was showing me a green, then I would have definitely waited for 1 more minute to this for this candle to get closed and to see what is the pattern coming. Okay, and if it is a green, even though I have taken 2 confirmation, I will wait for the third candle to get closed. Okay, or at least the initial 15-20 seconds of the third candle also, to see what is the trend going on. Okay, so I have taken a trade after this, the second candle, as I said already. So what will be the position here? Oh, I'm sorry, not this one. This is the first target. So once you do the shorting, this will be the first target, because here you can see before going to the top level, there is a resistance level here created, and it went down up to some level. So this is now the support. Okay, there was some resistance formed here, and after this the market went up. So this you can consider it as the support for the price to come here and get a support, and then it might rebound. So this will be the first target. So this is about 853, and this level is somewhere around the 970. So you are getting almost 130 points here, which is a good profit within a short period, because this is happening within 10 o'clock. So initial time itself, you can get some good money if based on the number of lot sizes you are going for the trade. So that is one way to trade in such kind of pattern. And if you are a very aggressive trader, and if you are ready to take risk, the second level of target you can set for yourself as this level. So this red candle here will be the, because you can see after making a low, it went to first level, then it faced a resistance and it came down to some level, and then it started going up. Here again some resistance was there, so that we consider it as the first level of support at this part of the chart, and then this is the second level of support. So only when you are aggressive trader, you have to wait for this target to achieve. Otherwise, most of the time I prefer to take minimal risk in trading. So this was my only target. Once this target was achieved, and I will wait for the second candle in any case before I jump into a decision. So I waited for this candle. This candle was always showing red, and it is a bearish candle, so I know it will close at a lower level. So I waited for this candle to complete, and then I waited for the next candle. It was showing a green sign in the initial 10 to 15 seconds. Then I closed that short sell. Okay, so my profit was booked somewhere around here. So that was one level of profit I got it for short selling. And then the market took a different trend. From here it went up, and this was one level of confirmation for short sell. Now the market is going in this direction, upward direction, and this will act as the resistance level. Now you have to take the confirmation. So already I have made 2 lines here. So this will be the first line of resistance, and any candle which is closed above this level, you can consider it as an opportunity for entering the position for a buying. You have to make your window ready to go for the buy with all the prices and the number of lots entered, everything. But before you click on that buy button, you have to take the confirmation with the second line. So this is the second line, and as you can see here, okay, here I got a slight hint that both the confirmation are done and I can go for buying, but I will not take such risk. So I have waited for the next candle, and it was a confirmation for me to go with buy. Okay, and as I already said, even though I have a confirmation and I got it, I will wait for the next candle 10-15 seconds. So this was not convincing, so I waited for this candle to finish it. Okay, so this was very well confirmation for me, and this is my second candle which I will observe the initial 10-15 seconds. What is the trend? And it was clearly showing me the trend of downside. So I did not went with buying. I waited for my turn. So as you can see, that decision helped and it came down. Some might will say that, okay, now I have the chart here and that is why you are saying all these things. Otherwise, with this candle position, everybody will say you can go for buy. No, that is not the right way. I'm telling you, I have already shown the way uh, this pattern is going and on what basis I will take a trade, and all those I have shown already. So this is the exact trick I have followed, and today my profit was around 15k on this bank nifty alone by using all these tricks. So I'm clearly telling you my tricks here in this video. So anytime if you're seeing such things and these tricks, if you keep it in mind when you before you take a decision, I'm sure like 80% of the time you will be in profit. And always note that even though we do a lot of studies and everything, out of 10 trades you take, keep in mind only 70 to 80% of the trade can be profitable. With how much ever analysis, how much ever confirmation you take, sometimes the market will act against the studies and against the trends. So always keep that in mind. You cannot make a decision based on 2 or 3 tradings. You have to consider at least 10 tradings or 50 tradings. Then if you see how much is your percentage of success, based on that you can decide, are you ready for a full-time trader or you need to study more. I'm not saying nobody is eligible, not eligible for doing intraday, but yeah, you have to study it and then enter the market again, you will be successful. So that is one piece of advice here. Coming back to the analysis, you can see here the trend was showing red, so I did not take my position here, and it again came down and this pattern was coming here. Then it broke this resistance here, but it did not give me the confirmation. The price went here, as you can see the wicks, this is a top, but it closed here. So you have to take the closing position of the candle. So do not take any decision when the candle is still forming. If it is a 1 minute candle, you have to wait till the 1 minute and the candle should complete to make a decision. So that is here. And then the second candle, that also the same, it is within this range, only one confirmation is done, the second confirmation is not done. So I have not taken my position here also. The third one, okay, yes, I got the confirmation, but as I said, this is very well convincing and I will wait for the next candle to see the trend, a good candle which is closed above this line, and I can take my position. But I will wait for the next candle for 10 to 15 seconds if it is a 1 minute candle. Then it was shown also a green trend and I took my position at this level, almost 19025 level. Okay, so I entered the market here for buying. So here I have already went for short sell, and here I am now entering for buy. And once I entered the market, I have set the target as this level. So this level is somewhere 19486. So that was my target. So I entered somewhere here in 1923, 450 points it was. It again traced back to this particular level. That is expected in a volatile market, it is expected, but nothing to worry because we have taken both the confirmation and now this will act as the support. As expected, it again went up and then it tried to form this kind of pattern. Please don't get mistaken, this is not a head and shoulder pattern. This is a distorted pattern. This is not exactly a head and shoulders. Head and shoulders will clearly have a shoulder like this, a clear formation of shoulder, and then a bigger one for a head, and it should have a clear indication for the shoulder again. But this one is not in that fashion. You can see it is distorted here. Here also it is distorted. So do not consider this as head and shoulder pattern. Once this chart was formed and it made a low here, I wanted to make a trend line to see where the market is heading towards. So initially I created a trend line starting from here with this point. When the market was done up to this level, it was around 115. I made a trend line like this, and it was showing me the trend as going upwards. So I was happy. I did not regret on my decision to enter the market for buying. I just waited and observed. And then this part of the chart was formed. As you can see here, there is one more level low. After the high was made, there is one more level low. So now I have created another trend line which will be like this. Okay, this will be the trend line. Initially this was the trend line, and this is the starting point. This was a trend line at 130, and still it was showing upwards. And then I formed this trend line. Then this trend line holds good until the market was closed. So I'll only draw this trend line now, and then I wanted to know where will be the resistance and support level. So once this trend line was formed, and now I'm looking at the chart, I can see here, see one almost close level, this one here. So many points are there in this level, right? Until the chart was formed here, don't look at this part. Until here I can see many points in this area. 1 2 3 4 5 6 are close here. Okay, almost 7 points are here. So I made a region like this. So for confirmation, what I will do is I'll make a area. Instead of one line, I'll make an area here and extend it till trend line. So the top part of the wick and the closing price. So using that, you can create a rectangle and make a area like this. So this, when the price is down, this area will act as the resistance, and once it is broken, then this level would also act as the support level. You can analyze and see this is now a triangle pattern. Now the chart is going in this manner, and finally it broken this particular resistance level. As you can see, one level of confirmation and second level of confirmation, it is done. Okay, so if anybody wants to enter to the market, if anybody was smart enough to sell it here after entering the position there, which I did not do it because I did not expected this downfall here. I was expecting it will go and touch here so I can book my profit. So I did not sold my position here. So it went down, and then I was analyzing this part, and this is broke from this resistance level, and it formed like this. Then you can see here this is acting as a support for the price, and you can very well know that from this level it is going to go up unless it breaks down this particular trend line. If it is breaking down, then I might book my profit here because I don't know to how much level it will come down. So since I am not into a risk trading, I will after taking one more confirmation here that the breakout has really happened, I might book my profit here. But that did not happen. It took this as support in a good manner and it bounced back. So this was my level and I booked my profit here. Since I am doing it in upstocks, 3 o'clock is the closing time for the intraday trade for squaring off. So what I did is, once the price reached this level, I booked my profit. So that was the summary of my trading which I took today in Bank Nifty. Hope you understood. Thanks so much for watching. Have a nice time. Bye for now.